Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Let's Talk Games. I'm your host, Ben Smith, aka OMG at Chopa, and joining me today are Zach, aka Risky the Kid.
Hello.
And Luce, aka Waloo.
Howdy.
So,
I like that you wave your hand.
to the crowd.
Hello,
of
everybody
people.
out there.
I'm
Hello.
getting ready for when we do go
The princess
visual.
wave.
Go visual.
How was your long week? We'll say as we're recording a little later than usual. But Zach, we're gonna start with you. What did you play this past week? And were you up to anything fun?
I'm always up to fun stuff.
Like
I
laying
went
on your couch?
kayaking today. That was
Hey,
fun.
there you go. Where'd you guys go?
Up off Onondaga Lake. Like the canals up there.
So
It was
no
fun.
three-eyed fish for you.
I tried not to drink any of the water because I didn't want to end up with 3 eyes or anything like that. But I think I'll be okay.
Sounds good.
As far as what I've been playing, I got to try out the Titanfall 2 Frontier Defense mode, that new co-op Horde mode that came out the 25th, it's like a week ago. That was a lot of fun. It was really tough. I had it set on easy, and we got to the 5th wave. There's only 5 waves, so it was the final wave. And we died twice in a row, and then I quit. So that was fun.
That was the easiest mode you could have had.
Yeah, it was the easiest mode, and it tells you how many enemies you have left, and we had 6 enemies left
When you finally lost.
when we lost, and then I think you have 2 or 3 retries when you're on easy, and then less when you're on hard.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it was just an experience, or is it
I mean,
actually that
yeah,
hard?
probably, and I know you level stuff up as you go within this, so your Titan can gain different abilities with the points that you bank for each round of the game you play. So people that spend a lot more time in that game will eventually have bigger, beefier Titans with better abilities. I was just starting off, so
Specific to that game mode or Titanfall itself?
specifically to that game mode,
Okay.
there's a whole new level up system where you start at 1 and go up from there. So it's completely separate from the mode from normal, I guess.
multiplayer mode.
Yeah, where everything kind of carries over and your level no matter where you go.
Right. So I mean, that was fun. It was definitely tough though, and I was playing with randoms without actually communicating. So I think playing with other people obviously is going to help.
Yeah.
If you're able to communicate, definitely be easier.
Is it comparable to a zombies type of Call of Duty or?
Yeah, kind of. There's just there's Titans that come at you. There's those little tick things that explode. Some mini hover robot things that come at you, and grunt soldiers. And they're all trying to hit this reactor core that you guys are trying to defend. And they just keep coming at you. The one thing that kept screwing us was there's nuke Titans now where they just self-destruct if they get close enough to it, and they have a ton of health. But they won't really attack you on their way out. They're just so beefy, I guess, that it's tough to kill them before they show up. But if you let a couple through, they're gonna fuck up that turbine thing real quick.
Yeah, a little tougher when you're kind of anchored down into a spot you have to defend. You can't find a place on the map, kind of like you can do in Call of Duty, where you can just sit in a corner and everyone can come from the same way.
Having to defend an actual point is a lot different than training zombies, where you just run around in circles in zombies and then turn around periodically to kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
And
Would you wind up getting your level 2?
maybe 2 or 3. It wasn't super fast, but
Yeah.
my what level in the game do we end up getting to, or what level?
Your character. How
Yeah,
much upgrades?
like a
and
2 or
stuff
3.
Okay.
The actual rounds only go to 5.
Okay. Did you get any? Were you able to I know you were saying you were able to upgrade your stuff, but were you able to get any new weapons or other loot? I guess how does the looting system work?
I'm still not sure because I got pissed and quit
Okay.
So you didn't actually finish it
in that
get the
5th
loot.
round. Yeah, I actually no, because I played 2 of them, so. I don't know. I don't think I got anything because it's not like you're getting new weapons. They're weapons that you already had in the game, prior. So I don't think you're unlocking weapons. All the unlocks are mainly for your Titans.
Just for your Titan.
From what I could tell. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, that was fun. I think it'll be good with other people.
When you can communicate.
When you can actually talk. I mean, I could open up chat because I think one of the kids was trying to talk because you could see his mic icon like flashing. But
I just don't talk to randoms.
Generally, yeah, I stay out of that. Played a little bit of Rocket League, but that's standard fare. I got into 2 betas for a little bit this weekend. Dead Alliance had a beta. It's a 4v4 game where you utilize zombies for your teams. So there's like zombies are roaming around the board. It's 4v4, and all of your like gear, like your grenades and stuff, some of them are to attract zombies, some of them are to make noise to like scare them away. So you can utilize the zombies as well as all the weapons you have to take out the other team. I was playing it was like Control from Destiny.
Okay.
Or Domination, any of those. The concept of the game, I want to say, is really good. I think if somebody was developing it that didn't suck as much, like the gameplay was garbage. It looked like a 360 game. Like it looked really bad. Mm-hmm. But if you watched like the trailer for it, the trailer for their beta, it looked like graphically it looked awesome. But then when you actually got into it, it was trash. There was 0 aim assist, which is something
we're all used to.
Something you're definitely used to on a console. So it was like they had just ported it over from the PC, and having 0 aim assist was just jarring, I guess. I'm sure you could get used to it, but when every other game is giving you at least some slight bit of aim assist, it was tough. The game, I don't know. Good concept, poor execution, I would say.
So, a 1 out of 10, what do you give it?
Like a 3.
Wow.
3, yeah.
So
I'd say
good
3.
thing it's still a beta then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it really stands a chance. I don't know how much they can polish that up. I mean, although aiming something like adding something like aim assist, I'm assuming wouldn't be that tough and would help the game out a lot. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But so that was the shitty beta I played. The other beta I got to play, which was on the PS4, was for Lawbreakers. That's the game that Cliff Bleszinski is making. He's the dude that made all the Gears of War games. So this is what he's been working on. It was initially announced as like a PC-only game. Then he said it's also on PS4. And then recently it was like, stay tuned, Xbox players, was in a tweet that he came out with. So I think it's coming everywhere eventually. It just might be exclusive on PC and PlayStation first. But this game reminds me of Overwatch. Okay. Different characters that have different abilities, different weapons. No aiming down sights unless I think some of the characters had sniper rifles where you could aim down, kind of like Widowmaker in Overwatch. But throughout the map, there's all these weird sections where there's 0 gravity, and that's like the big thing in this game, is that you have spots that have 0 gravity. So if you jump up, you can just continue to accelerate like upwards, kind of like a jetpack. It's super fast. It plays super well. I think this will be good when it finally comes out. It was an open beta that ran all weekend. It's still up tonight and tomorrow, I think. Same thing with Dead Alliance, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, just keep your eye on Lawbreakers. I think that'll end up being good. $30 is what the final product's gonna come out to be. So
it's not too shabby.
Not bad, especially if you're game sharing. Like you get $15 a piece for this game. Absolutely, if it stays true to this beta. Yeah, that's all I've really been playing though. How about you, Lou?
Really not much at all. I've been playing Splatoon 2 on the
fun.
Switch. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I never played Splatoon 1, but I decided to pick up Splatoon 2 for the Switch.
Splatoon 1 was just on Wii U?
I think so.
I think.
Yeah.
That was the last generation.
Yeah. I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's very fast paced. You're running around. You're trying to paint your area, your battlefield with as much color of your paint as you possibly can. You can turn it into a squid and like swim through the paint to sneak up on people.
It's cool. It was like the traversal could be altered by where your paint was.
Yeah.
So if you needed to like get up a wall, you'd spray the wall and then turn into the squid and swim up a wall.
Yeah, because you didn't have high jumps or anything like that. There's a bunch of different weapons you can get. Like a rolling paint thing that you can cover a lot of grounds with that does like heavy damage if you get close. Like the regular like rifle type of gun. an actual paintbrush that like you can run really fast with. It's a really unique game. There's a slight story mission mode to it. I really didn't play that too much. Just kind of was dabbling with it a little bit to see what it was about. I really didn't find that too interesting, so I kind of just played only multiplayer.
From what I had heard, though, is that the campaign is actually a lot better this time around than the first one.
Oh, really?
So I guess
maybe
you really would have hated that first one, though.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it another shot. I kind of I guess I was just I mainly bought it to see how Nintendo is tackling an online multiplayer shooting game, really.
Well, their new communication app is out or whatever, where like the cell phone app.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about that?
Yes, I have. Because there's no way to communicate with the Switch, so
Right.
they created the app that I don't know how it works, but I did hear something about that.
Yeah. So it has to be on your phone screen, and your phone has to be on the whole time.
Oh, really?
So it's real dumb, and you need to have cable. I think it was a cable from the phone to the Switch, and then your actual headphone cable from the phone into your head as well.
Oh, really?
So it's just like this jumbled mess of cables, and it looks like a bat, because then you're probably going to need your phone plugged in.
Yep,
because the screen has to stay on. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, I would say just if you need to use chat on the Switch, just use something like Discord or Skype, anything like that.
I really didn't find chat very much a necessity for this game, though. Talking with people, it would make it a little bit more easy to play and to battle the other people. But I also feel like this is a game where Nintendo wants people to play together. That's how I feel Nintendo has been ruining
like
the
us
games.
three in a room together right now.
Exactly.
Which is funny because it's like the total opposite of what they actually like put it out for.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The Switch came out to be like that travel.
Go anywhere. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you can travel and go to like a mall and all play together at the mall or something like that.
A mall's a weird place.
Well, that's the first thing that.
But
popped
I
in
can
my
see,
head, you know.
I've seen it happen too, where people have actually had like Mario Kart 8 parties.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like somebody's birthday. Actually, somebody just had a birthday where they played Splatoon 2. They had it out for that,
and they all came over with their Switches and played Splatoon 2 in the same room.
So yeah, I definitely like that about it.
Which is nice, and it's an easily portable system to bring around.
Did you play any of the Salmon Run, the co-op? It's like a horde mode thing.
Mm-hmm.
For Splatoon 2?
For Splatoon 2.
No, I just played...
Do you just play... Is it... Like, what multiplayer mode are you playing, I guess?
Just the...
I think it's 4v4,
battle,
right?
Yeah, it's just like Battle Royale. Well, a battle. There was either that one, ranked, or like super ranked.
Oh, so there's ranked modes?
Yeah, there is ranked mode in this.
So, like, for
just
that...
like elimination, right?
Yeah, it's... Well, no, you just... Basically, you have, like, I think it's 5 minutes or something to keep as much of your ground painted with your color as possible. You have as much... You die as many times as you want.
So you're trying to paint while also trying to attack the other players so they can't paint.
Exactly.
Whoever ends up with most paint on the battlefield of their color wins.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know there was a horde mode or anything.
Yeah, I think it's called...
It's Salmon Run.
Salmon Run?
Okay, it is Salmon Run. Yeah,
I didn't see any of that.
you should check that out. That actually looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like in destroying enemies, or you collect like eggs and put them in like a basket, and once you get there was like a 0 out of 9. Once you get like those 9 eggs, you win. I think you move on to the next wave. I saw a video on it
because that's kind of what I was doing in the story mode. I guess was like I'm trying to collect things, and I'm pretty sure they were salmon, but I don't remember like having hordes of things come at me. I guess
there's probably another mode as well.
But no, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I kind of wish that I did know other people that had the Switch so I could play with them.
Someday.
Maybe.
Black Friday, I should be there. I keep telling myself that, but like the Black Friday deals, as far as I'm concerned, will probably end up being a Switch with a game for the price of a Switch. So like $60 off maybe.
Yeah.
So like, is it worth it for me to wait when I could just try to get it the next time it pops up on Amazon or Best Buy and just be like, well, I'll just bite the bullet for the $60 and get it 4 months earlier?
I mean, I would say it would be almost an advantage of doing that because if when they do come out on Black Friday,
it's probably gonna be a pain in the ass to get them. It's gonna be
so hard to get them because everyone's expecting them to have a lot of them.
Well, there you go. You made up my mind. Next time I see them, I'll try to grab one.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Recommend if you have a Switch, go pick it up. It's definitely a game. They don't have money titles right now, but
it's also like just for the type of game it is and like the concept of the game, it's super unique.
Yeah,
across like any platform of gaming, I think.
Yeah,
what they're doing it's pretty awesome. It's a win for Nintendo, I would say.
Definitely. And I applaud Nintendo on this multiplayer, the servers they had for these. Like there was no issues.
Everything working smooth.
Yeah, it was good. Smooth working. I didn't get kicked or booted or anything like that once from server issues or anything. So awesome job.
Thanks Nintendo.
Yeah. Other than that, I really haven't been playing too much. That's it. Other than
hey, we've had some beautiful weather. You might as well be outside or inside selling phones or whatever you do in your spare time.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I had time to do. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
How about you, Ben?
Well, actually, I just finished up a pretty long day of PUBGs. I spammed it out today after watching a couple videos on it this morning because I'm that guy who watches something and then has to do it, whether it's soccer or a video game that I own or something like that. So I played a bunch, didn't do very well. I think the highest finish I got was 7 with like 4 or 5 kills. I never got a good sniper rifle, and I rarely got like assault rifles in time to get a lot of kills. So
like you'd get them way too late.
Yeah, like I'd have to like super sneak around and get a kill with like a UMP, and then that person I killed had like 8 fucking M14s and like all the ammo I could use, but I couldn't find it in the 16 buildings that I looted.
Right.
So I had fun still. Like it's a game where I can literally go into a lobby and lose and be like, all right, next time I'm going to land here instead, and like go into it again. And it's not like the H1Z1 thing where like you land in and you get shotgun in the face and you're like, I hate this game. Like I literally can't stand this game. But speaking of that, I want to try and get back into H1Z1 a little bit because I watched a couple of videos on it the past couple of days, and it seems like they're doing some updates that are good.
To make it, do you think it'll make it a better game than PUBG though?
At this point, I think it's just a different game than PUBG. I think if you're looking to get into a game that is more based on your like gun skill and your aiming, H1Z1 is what you're looking for because there's not a lot of variables. So you're going to get an AR and a shotgun typically, unless you get the hunting rifle, which is extremely rare. And it's going to be gun battles. Whereas PUBG's is you can get sniper rifles if you're lucky. You can get assault rifles, but they have smaller range weapons too. You can get into shotgun battles where you're like creeping around buildings because you heard somebody move upstairs. It's not as much gun based as it is like your skill in using the map. So one of the things you want to do in PUBG is get to a high place if you have a sniper rifle because then you can see everybody moving around you. Where in H1Z1 that's useful, yeah, but if you can't shoot your gun, you lose every gunfight. And H1Z1's used more like you use a lot more cover, where in PUBG's it's just like trees. You just like try to hide behind a tree and then like you pop out. So I don't think there's any way H1Z1 is gonna pass PUBG.
No, they just hit their 5 million sold mark. I don't think H1Z1 is gonna touch it.
No, not even close. But I think dedicated H1Z1 players aren't really gonna mind because they continue to put out new seasons and new gear and stuff, and it's still a fun game. Like 2-tapping somebody, knocking their helmet off, and then hitting them in the head is like the best feeling in the world. Where like I died earlier today to a UMP when I had an assault rifle, and when I looked back through my replay app on my computer, I literally put like 3 bullets into his chest and like none of them registered.
That's shitty.
Like
that's why you don't go back and look at stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just
Plus,
makes you mad.
H1Z1 is like 100 and 80 players.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that high. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, because I remember you kept making fun of me because I made like 169th the one time I streamed.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I do remember that, actually.
I just got shotgunned in the chest, I'm pretty sure. But so there's a lot more players, and it's just different, I guess. You would neither of you know because you don't play PC, but
nope.
That is correct.
They're kind of two different things, even though they're basically both battle royale games. Played some League of Legends, obviously, and I played some Rocket League with you, but I'm still really bad at Rocket League.
You are pretty bad at Rocket League. Yeah.
Like averaging like 50 points, maybe.
We'll just say under 100 every time.
And I mean, I don't have as much practice as you guys, but for some reason, this game just doesn't click to me whatsoever.
That's the same thing with Lewis, and that's why he hates it so much. We should split screen this after
and just see who's worse.
You versus Lou 1v1, and I would just like to watch.
Oh, that would be atrocious.
I'll commentate. That would
be horrible.
It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he missed the ball for the 4th time.
Yep.
So yeah, that was my week. I went to a baseball game. Other than that, volleyball as usual, but just working and playing video games.
What more could you ask for?
Nothing more. But with that, let's talk about what we've all been playing this past week and what we've all put way too many hours into. Fortnite came out a little over a week ago now, and I know I spammed it a ton, and you guys are going to sit here and make fun of me because I played so much, but I played 35 hours in the first 2 days.
Yeah,
that was 2.5 days. I played from 1 p.m. until 3 a.m. Friday night to Saturday morning.
Yep.
And then I played 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. Saturday morning to Sunday morning.
That's ridiculous.
And then I woke up on Sunday at 10 o'clock and played again until I had to drive for work at 1. So
it was impressive. Every time I looked on my app or I turned on my Xbox for whatever reason, it's like you were on no matter what time it was.
I remember that text on Sunday in the morning. You asked me if I even slept because I went to bed at 4 and woke back up at 9 and started playing again because I knew I had to be gone that afternoon. And you're like, did you even sleep? I was like, yeah, I slept for 4 hours. I'm good. I got monsters here. We're fine.
Yeah, for the first just the weekend, really, for the most part, that first weekend, that game had its hooks in me, and I couldn't stop playing. I mean, I had to for real life stuff once in a while, but all the other time that I could spare, I was putting into it. The game's awesome.
I didn't touch my computer for 3 days.
That's good. We need to find more Fortnites.
That's awesome.
They're coming out. I knew once August hit, there's going to be some games coming out that were going to keep me away. So I'm trying to get some other friends to get Xboxes at the moment so that they can.
It's always a tough
get
battle.
On the grind with us.
When you win the battle, they'll realize that you were right all along.
Yeah, right. So, what did you guys feel about it? I obviously liked it. Zach obviously liked it. Lou, what?
I liked it too. I was unable to play as much as you guys did on the weekend.
Yeah, your work schedule is always a little tough.
Yeah, but I was able to put enough time in it that I was able to catch up to you guys. I leveled up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's weird because
and this was before I even bought those llamas.
No.
Yeah,
yes, it was.
Buying llamas.
No.
It was before I bought. Yes, it was. It was before I bought the llamas where I leveled up and came close to you guys.
I'm pretty sure you were level 10, and then you bought the llamas, and then I was like, "Oh, Lou, what level are you?" And you're 17.
Yeah. This is when you were around level 11 and 12.
No, because I
clearly
remember saying you just bought this many llamas, and you're still 2 levels below me.
Anyways, I was able to catch up really quick, even though you guys played. Well, you Ben played a full day ahead of me.
Yeah, I had a lot of hours.
And I only played on Saturday, most of all day on Saturday.
Didn't you work all day Saturday?
Sorry, Sunday. I played when I got home on Saturday till around 3, I think. From
and then
10 to 3.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I woke up and I played.
You played with us Saturday night, right?
Yeah, Saturday night, and then Sunday I played, but I also went to my parents.
I say play with us. We had a lot of connection issues for the first couple nights, connecting 2 groups with each other.
Yeah, the first few days, we were having a bunch of connection issues. Either one person would be able to join in, or nobody would be able to join in.
Yeah,
it
seemed super intermittent, where it was just like at random times, random people could get into random people's games, and it's just other than that, there was no surefire way. Everything's firing out all cylinders now, though. So.
Yeah, which was really nice. But I didn't spend any more money than you did on this game. Technically, I didn't. If you really want to think about it,
I guess because I mean, how many llamas did you get out of what you paid for?
I got 20.
3.
Okay, I haven't gotten that many founders llamas yet out of my daily rewards.
I didn't get that many. No, they weren't founders llamas. They were regular llamas. I got. They weren't mini. I thought you were gonna say something. That's why I held my breath. They were regular llamas. I paid $20, $19.99.
$24.99, wasn't it?
I thought it was $19.99. Anyways, I bought a pack of llamas, and I was able to get some good stuff out of them. You spent money on the game.
Did you get a legendary hero out of that?
No, I didn't get. I only got purple.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get anything really super good.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I know. But I think it was worth it spending that money on the llamas. I'm not going to do it again. I've put $24 or $20 towards the game. And I'm still ready and raring to play it right now. I probably would be playing it right now if we weren't doing this.
Agreed.
Be ready for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch the Game of Thrones, so it doesn't really affect me at all.
He said the Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones. It's more like let's sit on a chair with a bunch of sticks and swords sticking out of it. It sounds fun.
It's literally what the whole show's about.
Exactly.
Trying to sit on that throne.
Yeah. I will much rather sit on a toilet or a couch.
The porcelain throne?
Yeah. Than sit on that throne. Seems also whoever is going for that throne always dies or something. So
yeah, whoever you end up liking in that show, usually they just murder them in the most horrifying way you can think of. So
yeah. So
I think you'd like it a lot.
Maybe I do like bloody and violence and murder and stuff like that.
Bashing in skulls and slashing brains.
Yeah,
that happens a lot.
But I don't know. I've managed to stay away from it for 7 seasons, and I think I'm going to continue to stay away from it.
Okay.
I think the whole South Park theme song to it really ruined it for me too.
Wieners?
Yeah, the Wiener song.
Which we don't have to repeat in this podcast.
The Wiener song? I think it's kind of necessary.
So,
I like
for those. What?
I was gonna talk about Fortnite and tell them what I guess it is for people that don't know.
That's literally what I was just gonna have you do.
All right.
Actually,
it's funny. Like it's a horde mode. You have to protect your base, and I definitely could hear that. And you gotta protect your.
That's one part.
Well, yeah. The main part of it is protecting your base from onslaughts of zombies and shit coming at you. The other part of it is going throughout the towns, and there's like 4 different type of missions. There's Ride the Lightning, which you're trying to protect a van.
Lars.
The second one is collect data. I can't remember all of the 3.
Data points are usually just quests.
Data points are quests.
So there's
Protect
Lars. Atlas, which is a beam that you send up that does damage to the storm, which is the main thing that's attacking you.
Yeah.
Survivors.
Mm-hmm. And what's the 4th one? Isn't it protecting the balloon when it falls?
The data?
Yes. That's the data. And then one is riding the lightning, protecting when he's about to shoot up.
That's Lars.
Yeah, when Lars is about to shoot up, like in his balloon. Not like
when Lars is about to shoot up right into his arm.
Shoot up with a balloon, and then the other one is collecting the data when it comes back down.
Data, Lars, Atlas, and survivors, right?
Yeah. I think there's 4 of them.
There's also,
I think they add more as you get further into it.
So one of the ones that Zach and I actually do the other day is radar towers. Mm-hmm. You have to build them to their specs.
Yeah,
that was annoying.
I like that one.
That's annoying because, I don't mind it. I don't like it when your teammates don't do it.
Don't help you build,
Because, you maybe have time for 2, I would say. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe as you get better, it'll be quicker.
Yeah.
But personally, I can probably get 2 done, and that's if I can get to them both.
And that's in, how long do they give us?
15 minutes. Most missions are like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think those missions are fine. If you have people that are actually working on them. Otherwise, it really sucks when it's like you're halfway through your second one and nobody else has completed one yet, and then you just fail.
Yep.
It's a waste of time. That's one thing about playing with randoms is that it's really hit or miss with like the quality of player you're getting into. Mm-hmm. But it's not like, I'm sure we've all done it where we get into missions and then we just end up doing a lot of our own shit while waiting.
We were in one of those the other day. We were doing a mission, and I think all we did was just mine and break shit down. So we had...
And then maybe once the objective thing starts, you try to run over there to help a little bit, just because you don't want to fail the mission.
Oh, it was collecting the survivors. They collected all 5 plus an additional 6, and all we did was
That's
mine.
true. A lot on those missions. A lot. I'm gonna go mine. I'm sure you guys will find 6 survivors while you're doing whatever.
Well, so. And you can randomly find survivors when you're
right. And if I run into them, it's not like I'm gonna just run away from them. So
sorry, I can't save you.
I think that's one of the cool things that really kept me to this game too. Is it's definitely quest driven and like you work your way through the game, but there's that open world feel as soon as you get into whatever quest you're doing. Is like you just go into this world and you can do whatever the hell you could be in there forever if you don't complete this task and just mine until there's nothing else to mine, or kill things until there's nothing else to kill. So I think that's really cool is they kind of brought in that open world aspect. They give you can only go a specific distance. They only give you a small size of the big
map that you're in
compared to like you haven't. Did you unlock Plankerton yet?
Yeah.
And all that, so like that, definitely boosts the size and everything. But they give you like the small chunks you can go through.
Yeah.
But I think that really brought me, made me really like this game, is because there's definitely that open world, and I had to do a level 19 one the other day by myself because the 3 people who came in with me just wanted to mine, and the one guy had his microphone constantly on, and I think there was like a birthday party or a something because it was just so loud and people screaming and him talking.
Those are always the people that are going to leave their fucking mics on, or the people that have the loudest goddamn houses ever.
And so just to stop listening to this guy, because I had no idea how to actually mute him in this game yet, I did an Atlas defense by myself at level 19 just so that I could finish the mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I did one of my quests, and it was like do something in 19 plus. So I just joined somebody's lobby. I just had to look for 3 parts. It was a level 28 lobby.
Oh, Jesus.
That's weird that it put you into something that high.
Because I went to Plankerton, and Plankerton is 19 to 40.
Yep.
So I was in there with level like a 25, a 24, and a 21 as a level 20. Mm-hmm. So like everyone was a higher level than me, and us combined were fine with doing it. Like we did the Atlas thing. I think I only died once, and that was just because I'm trying out the legendary hero I got.
Which legendary hero did you get?
I got a Dim Mac Ninja.
Oh, you got a ninja.
Yes.
What's his abilities?
She started with... It's a her.
Okay, sorry.
Doesn't matter. She started with Smoke Bomb.
Yep.
So you throw down a smoke bomb, and it does damage to all the enemies that walk through the smoke bomb, and it slows them. Mm-hmm. I think it's up to like 365 damage a second for 3 seconds.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good. And then I two-starred her up, and she got the throwing stars.
Okay.
Which do 365 damage a star for 3 stars.
Okay. So you can kill something in like 2 stars, 3 stars.
Yeah, they're super weird to use because like there's like no zoom or anything. You just like you're literally just like you're not aiming or anything, and it's just like where your thing is, and she throws them, and there's no like you can't really like move in between the throws or anything. There's just like cha cha cha.
Okay, so it's like throwing. Did you ever get the little MA80s things?
There's kind of
I know. Yeah, I know
there's kind of an aiming thing to it, but the way they're thrown, they're not thrown directly like at it.
They like bounce.
Yeah, unless you hit the enemy directly, then they blow up on them.
Yeah, those things are way more powerful than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, I used them a bunch of them.
It was something I just wanted to delete.
I had delete,
and then I used them, and I was like, oh.
What about the little like?
I deleted them.
Pipe bomb things that look like fireworks. Did you ever use those things?
The bottle rockets.
Yeah,
I think.
Are they? Do they do damage? Right. Or is it just a distraction?
I'm so bad at retiring and all that recycling, all of that stuff. Like I have 4 weapon schematics right now, other than like the base ones that I can't actually recycle.
Yeah.
Because I have Cooper, assault rifle that's level 45.
Oh, nice. Did any of your weapons become like ice damage or fire damage?
Yes, actually, that's something that I didn't know happened until pretty recently.
Yeah.
Because I looked at them and I didn't really read the level up process. But I think the level 15, I think the rifle leveled up to ice.
Yeah.
That was my thing. It was like once I hit
water.
level 20 or something, I got like fire damage. Or
My pistol is fire
electric,
damage.
maybe.
Electric.
My pistol is fire damage. My sniper rifle is nature damage. And my assault rifle is electric damage.
Yeah, I definitely had something that was nature damage, and I had no idea what that. I'm assuming.
Okay, so there's definitely got to be different monsters that we haven't touched yet.
They have,
Because
like,
they
we
also
have-
say, because it says nature weak to fire.
Yep.
Or fire weak to nature.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that.
That makes sense.
There was so far the monsters that I've came across is like skeleton that shoots the eyeballs at you.
Is that those are considered mist monsters? So is that water and easily killed by fire?
I'm assuming
Other way around?
that's one thing the game
Nature?
has been good about is if you're playing through the actual campaign, it does teach you things along the way. So I'm assuming we just haven't gotten to it yet, but when we
Probably.
do,
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll explain it.
I've seen
Yeah.
that guy, the Smasher guy.
Yep.
The Smasher guy deflated. Have you seen him yet?
Deflated.
He like you know how the guy he like spins around and he'll like destroy your base and he's like got a huge belly. I faced one that just has one big arm and then he's like super skinny and he basically looks like
Oh, is he the dude that does he lob other zombies at you?
I think he might.
I haven't seen one of those yet. I don't think.
He looks.
I
like,
ran into something that was throwing other zombies.
Yeah, but he looked like one of the Smasher people, right? Kind
I
of.
think so. Yeah,
One big
And
arm to
the
throw.
one big arm kind
Yeah,
of makes
but
sense.
everything looks like he just looks deflated. Like it's
Yeah.
just, yeah. That thing,
Yeah.
the flying ghost.
Takers,
That's the flying ghost, and then the ladies that throw
lobbers.
lobbers.
Oh, they're the worst.
Yeah, they really
They're
can
my
mess with
least
sound
favorite
of your
thing in
base.
that
Well,
game.
that's the cool thing about. So one thing I don't have that sucks about being a ninja is I don't have any good. Like back when I was playing as the constructor and stuff, I didn't really care about melee weapons. So I like
rid of
recycled
them.
all of my melee weapons, and all my melee weapons were like big heavy ones, which is not useful for a ninja anyways, because
yeah.
their edge damage is what's boosted as ninjas. So I'm trying to get something at least
Sword with
epic
it. Yeah.
that's edge damage so that I can get in those back lines and kill the lobbers and those tiny things, because those guys who, even the guys that throw like the bones that are like the baseball players, are kind of annoying.
Yeah. I find the most annoying this.
They're so easy to dodge.
Little
Oh,
things that
You're
Those
probably
things.
right.
The baby
actually.
zombies,
Those
yeah.
are my least favorite.
they're just so obnoxious.
And there's always like 50 of them.
Yep.
And they can jump. That's the big thing, is none of these zombies can really get to you that fast. Even like the smashers, when they spin at you, like
You can usually get out of the way.
You can control where they go.
Yeah.
These guys just jump from a mile away, and just all of a sudden you're just getting hit by every direction.
Yep.
That's one cool thing I like about the ninja now too, is the double jump, the mantis leap.
Uh-huh.
So if like I'm getting damaged by something, I can just mantis leap and like actually figure out where I'm getting damaged from.
Yeah, that's
It's
gotta be
pretty
nice.
cool.
That and the mimics are kind of annoying, but you can now. I figured out a way to telling if
Have you
it's
guys-
a mimic.
I
You
think
taught
this-
me about that.
Yeah.
I think you guys had this the other day. Have you guys done the chest zombies?
The mimic.
The mimic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
that's what we're
Where you
talking
go to
about.
open it up and then it's a like the chest has a giant like.
It just
Okay,
tries
so
to
the
swallow
first
your
two
face.
times I did that, it jumped off the edge of the map.
Like fell off the side of the cliff or something.
Yeah, and it never transformed. It just like went half zombie and then fell off the edge. So I was like, "Oh, this
That's
is
pretty
dumb."
funny.
And then the next time it tried to eat me, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." And they're so strong.
Yeah, they are. I
They-
usually have to
they're
use
just
my
on top of
super
you.
onto it.
I have to heal usually when I do it, and just spam out my highest rifle.
Yep.
But you can tell. So I've done
They
it before. They shake. So
Yep.
I've done it. So I see it shake. So I like make sure I'm ready, and like open it, and then like hit my missiles as soon as I open it, and
Yeah.
then like all that. So you have those gadgets too. What do you use for gadgets?
Me, I use the what is it? The missiles and the thing that you toss up in the air.
The drone.
Yeah, the drone.
Oh, you got the
I
drone
use-
I
already?
just got the drone.
The-
I have
those
the drone.
two
I
as
haven't
well.
switched to it yet. I still use Adrenaline Rush because I got level 2, which gives me 3 tiles worth of distance on my Adrenaline Rush.
I have the adrenaline rush, but
Yeah. I think I have every gadget so far.
I want to get the proximity mines.
Those look cool.
Yeah, I think those would be fine.
What character are you using right now?
I'm using a soldier.
Okay.
I'm maxed out with them right now.
You're also a soldier?
Maxed out at 20.
Yeah, I'm the warlord soldier, so I have the heavy machine gun and
I'm the black lady.
Power.
I don't know. I don't actually know what is different about her.
What was your first ability with her?
Grenades?
So it's the not the original girl, but the
basic bitch.
Base. You still using Rodriguez, right? You got
Ramirez.
Epic.
No, yeah.
Okay.
She's epic. I have a legendary builder, but I don't really play as a builder, so she sits in my like support slot.
I was gonna say
the builders aren't bad. The classes, I didn't mind them.
All the classes seem cool. They're all good for different things. Mm-hmm. It's just I've put a lot of time into this. Soldier.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to level them up, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not bad if you have enough.
So that's the
XP.
one thing is once I got the legendary ninja, I still used my builder,
but
who was there, and
put
then
everything else.
Put all my hero XP and everything into the ninja.
Yeah,
and then when that got high enough, when I was using the builder, I had everything set up. I had almost 4,000 HP and 1,800 shield. But now that I switched to the ninja, it drops so much.
Yep.
Oh, see, my health's over 4,000 right now, and I think my shields are like 18, right around there. So it's flip flop for me. So I have a lot of health once my small shield goes down. But
yeah. So
the building's good. The shooting I think is fine for a third person shooter.
Oh yeah.
For it being like a open beta, just like early access preview game, whatever you want to call it, it feels super polished. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that they'll be adding from here on out is just going to be more content. Which this game already, the amount of skill trees, the amount of levels.
Oh, it's pretty incredible.
There's so much stuff already that you have to do. Like,
I feel
like to get
at
to
level 20 and 21, we're only a fifth of the way through what's available to us at this point.
Yeah. Right, and we've put 40, 50 hours into the game.
Easily.
It's so like.
There's a
You're
lot.
definitely gonna get your money's worth, especially when the cheapest buy-in right now is $40. Well worth $40.
Yeah.
I mean, not only
is there the skill tree, but there's also each of the your medic squad that you have to
finagle
unlock
the survivors you rescue and stuff.
And put them in the right spot, match them up so they're.
It's so in depth for a base 40 game.
Yeah.
Especially in a beta.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Well, that's the game's gonna be free to play,
which is funny.
Yeah.
In a year or whatever, I think
sometime
they said it was
in 2018.
Sometime in 2018. But well worth hopping in, getting some founders bonuses. Not a ton. Do you see that the founders llamas only lasted for a week?
You can't buy them anymore, like the founders coins ones.
No, like you know how every day your daily login rewards, the bottom row is just gone now. So it's like we got a week of that. I think on like the higher versions. Like the $100 one, you'd get like a month worth of Founders Llamas. We keep talking about llamas. Llamas are like the loot crate for this game.
You get to smash them open.
A majority of the best gear.
That's probably my second favorite part about the game is smashing llamas.
I just like how llamas talk to you.
Yeah,
I think it's
you
hilarious.
can tickle them in the main menu, the loot menu. And just like some other games, if you hit a llama, they have a chance to turn. At this point, I've seen silver and gold.
I don't know if they only silver and gold.
But one thing I noticed the other day when I was opening stuff up, if your llama turns silver, look at its mouth.
If its tooth is
it's
gold,
got a gold tooth, it'll turn gold.
I noticed that the other day. He had a llama that was silver, and I saw the gold tooth, and it turned gold.
Now I'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
So.
Now, did you just notice this once, or was this a reoccurrence?
So I noticed it the first time I got a gold, because this is what I was going to talk about. So real quick, they did have some server issues. When I went to get on. They actually underestimated the amount of players they were going to have. So it flooded their servers, and they actually had a server crash. So I want to say for about...
It wasn't long at all.
No, it actually was, though, because it was like 2 p.m. till like 10.
It pretty much took away a full day.
It was like anybody who gets on after work couldn't play, because by the time they actually said
at night.
2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Sorry, 2
till 10 p.m. at night.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that was.
So it wasn't that long, but it being the time, especially like Eastern time, because if that's like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., you still have time to play if you're on the West Coast.
Was that Tuesday?
I don't remember.
I think it was Tuesday because it
Probably.
didn't affect me because I played after 10 to like 3 in the morning.
Probably because it was one of the.
Yeah, because the service came back on at like 10:30. I thought.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday because I played
I had
late
volleyball
that
on
night.
Tuesday at 8, so I didn't think it really affected. Or did I try to play before I went? I thought it was Wednesday.
If it was, it could have been
then
Wednesday.
Friday
I had
we got
Thursday off anyways. So
either way, they did go down for a little bit. So when you got back on the game on Friday, they actually gave each player 15 llamas to open. And I actually got 2 golds in that 15. And one of those golds, I got a legendary hero, a legendary survivor, and a legendary defender.
damn, I don't think I got. I might have gotten 1 gold, but I got like 5 silvers.
Yeah, I got 4 silvers, but
I think I got 2 silvers also. So it sounds like you got like 4 to 5 upgraded llamas throughout that pack.
Yeah.
Which I think is all RNG, to be honest, but maybe they can set every, 5 you get 1 or something like that.
Well, that's how it was for me for like the first like 4 of them. It was like I would knock 3 down, and then 1 would turn silver. I would knock 3 more down, another 1 would turn silver, and then towards the end it was like really spaced out. But
the other cool thing is when you do like knock these llamas down, they actually give you like the different melee weapons you can get into the game, so you can kind of see them like up close. So one of them is like they call it the ruler sword. So it's just like a metal like school ruler that they turn into a sword, which is pretty funny. And like the llamas talk to you. Like if you have an axe, they're like, "Oh, going medieval on me now, are you?"
yeah.
So just like there's a little bit of comedy to the whole thing. Like the main person telling you the quests is this little annoying robot that you just want to shoot in the face and you never get the opportunity to. And you're pretty much just a commander of an army that you had no idea existed, made up of a few other commanders and a bunch of survivors that you've rescued.
it's weird though. But in the beginning of it, they showed you putting on the goggles,
Yeah.
and then so I think you're in like a game or something, because if you notice the way the zombies like died, they like go.
You had said that before.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they dematerialize.
Exactly. It's the way they die. It's like it seems like they're just a program being like erased or something.
Yeah, it's definitely weird because I understand what you're saying. Like you put on, it's either that or like mind control.
Yeah.
I don't really know
How it
yet.
works. Yeah, but I'm assuming we'll find out the further we get into the story.
Yeah,
I'm assuming maybe you're locked inside with that. Maybe you're in the Atlas, and when you put the goggles on, you control the people that are. Maybe it is mind control, and you do control outside people and the storm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird because they get an update. So at the beginning, they get an update from this Ramirez character, and you say the chick says like, "Oh, go get him, Commander," and you put the goggles on, and then you are Ramirez.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're gonna have to see how this turns out, because I guess I never really thought about that. I always thought like I was those characters. But now that I think about it, they might do that. That might be something actually.
Just gonna have to play further into the game. But yeah, I like it a lot. I like the building part of the aspect of it too. Building at your home base and setting traps and everything. I know Risky here, Zach, is not a biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit more into it as time's gone by. Well, initially for me it was a waste of time because I didn't need to do it. The easier levels of this game you could handle by yourself or with the people with you, and you didn't really have to worry about fortifications or a base or anything like that. Now that I've progressed into Plankerton, the next like area, some of the missions have been getting harder, and it's like if you don't have like your home base set up, or you don't have certain things actually built well,
walls.
if you're not using traps, it's like you get screwed.
Yeah.
Unless you have 4 people who are all really good with guns, which will happen. But definitely recently I've had to rely a little bit more on building. So I've been doing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I wish that when you were in your like home base area, you just had like unlimited resources. Because like I was trying to build this like a big ass pyramid because I was doing my Storm Shield 8 in like the first area.
Yeah.
But I just like ran out of metal, and then I was like, well, I don't feel like going to another mission to go try to get metal just to come back here.
Yeah.
That is the one thing is there's not like a lot of any resources there, but the resources that are there are wood and stone.
Well, that's the thing with like expanding the Storm Shield. I'm assuming once you have it expanded to 10, you'll actually find more areas with metal and other things.
Or you start getting into town or something.
Right. Like I just did my level 7, I think, and then I tried 8 by myself and with one other kid, and that's when we got destroyed.
This was at Sturwood or
Stonewood?
the
Stonewood.
first
Okay.
place. Yeah, I decided to try to get up to 10 to see what it actually looks like. Because if I can just go there to harvest metal instead of having to go into like
actual
missions, I'd rather do that. So I'm not wasting other people's time.
I'm assuming once you get your thing expanded to 10, I'm assuming I don't know, but I'm assuming you're gonna have already mined everything.
It regenerates every time you go
I thought
in.
it regenerated.
I don't believe so.
None of it does?
I didn't get that.
I'm not sure.
I think
I haven't spent
it does.
enough time
The small stuff I think
trying
does.
to harvest in my Storm Shield area.
I feel like there's a time where I was waiting for you guys to like finish a mission, so I like went around and harvested like everything I possibly could. And I feel like next time I went, it was still there. But I did the first defense of the second Storm Shield. And I haven't gone back to do any of the other ones for my first one.
Yeah, I did the first one
Do you like get more expansion pieces, or does it just expand off of those 3 you've added? Because you add amplifiers.
I haven't had to add another amplifier going back. So
Okay.
I'm assuming we'll have to before you hit 10 or whatever the max is. But
I
I haven't run into another one yet.
don't know if you will. I don't.
But I've also seen areas where it's like a ghost image of the tower or an amplifier. I've seen that on the old Storm Shield. Like there is something that you should be placing there.
Again, like a 4th one?
Yeah.
So there probably will be then.
So I would assume there is. But yeah, I like the game a lot. I'll definitely. This is a perfect game to be out this month leading into Destiny, just because it's something to be playing. And I don't see it having its hooks in me past when Destiny starts, but who knows? The loot grind is good in this game, just like Destiny. So, so I'm into it.
I could see myself spending time with this outside of this time frame. A little bit here and there if we all can't get on together and play Destiny or something like that. I could see myself spending some time in this game.
Especially like if we get new updates and they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Since we're in like the ground floor or whatever, anything from here on out we're gonna get is free.
Exactly. I'm interested in seeing where they're gonna take this game.
I want more free llamas.
Yeah,
that'd
definitely
be cool.
Free llamas. And I'm hoping that they're able to do something with the bases that we've made and like more than just a horde mode to like I don't
something.
know. Yeah, like because you take the time building these bases and
just for them to get
destroyed, right after.
I don't really know what else they would do, but that would be cool.
I don't know. Seeing something out of that would be interesting. Yeah, I give it 2 thumbs up out of 2.
2 thumbs up out of 2.
I give it 8 apples out of 9 cats.
8 apples out of 9. That's pretty
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, I think that's going to do it for our Fortnite talk. Great game. We all had a lot of fun. But now we're going to get into your free shit with Mr. Zach.
All right, this is the last day here, or 2 days, for you to get the free shit for July. Xbox One, you still have Runbow and Grow Up. Xbox 360, you're looking at Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. For PlayStation, PS4, Until Dawn, and Telltale's Game of Thrones. PS3, Tokyo Jungle and Darkstalkers Resurrection. And for the Vita, you have Elemental and Don't Die, Mr. Robot.
Just gotta say, Nintendo, where's my free stuff? Nintendo, come on, buddy.
Once they have their, like, I think it's going to be $25 or $30 a year for their online service, they're going to have them, you're going to get 1 or 2 classic Nintendo games every month. So like an NES or SNES game
for free.
For free, yeah,
Ooh.
like as part of your subscription.
I like that.
So that'll be added as soon as
their online subscription.
As soon as the online subscription stuff starts.
Fair enough.
And hopefully they fix that whole voice chat thing they have going on right now.
Yep.
But yeah, that's your free shit. It's free. Go out and get it. You only have a couple days, and then
then it's gone.
And
then it's not free anymore.
And it's not free anymore. So go get it while it's free. Free things are never bad, unless they're gonna take up way too much space on your Xbox
or herpes.
But then you just download them. What?
What?
Then you just download them and uninstall them, and they're not taking up any space, but you still own them.
Give them the risky treatment. How's that sound?
There you go.
All right. Up next, we're going to do the news. And now, your Let's Talk Games top 6 picks of the week. Starting at number 6,
that's you.
That's me.
You always have to do the little intro, and then you always have number 6.
What are you talking about? That wasn't my voice. That was the announcer voice.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Still have to commission someone out to.
I'll take that money.
Do all of our headers.
I'll take that money.
No, we know your voice.
Oh. So you're getting a few new games for your Xbox Game Pass coming out August 1st. Dead Rising 3.
Great game. Yep.
I thumbed up the camera. But
I thumbed up it as well.
Yeah, the thumbs up camera we don't have. Dirt Rally. Limbo.
Thumbs up.
Yep, another.
Do you actually just Limbo?
No, it's a really
It's super dark. It's a side scroller. All black and white. Mm-hmm. Very good.
So I don't like it. Metal Slug XX. Double X?
Yeah.
20?
20.
Who knows? Pharaonic. Looks like Pharaoh and Onyx. So that's what I'm going to go with. So Many Me.
So Many Me was...
Sounds like a bunch of
I definitely own that game, so it was Games of Gold at some point.
It was alright. I didn't really like it too much.
And Ultratron. So getting a bunch of new free games if you have Xbox Game Pass.
I definitely still pay for that, I think.
Yeah,
so
I just picked up EA Access, so I get those ones as well. We'll probably be getting this soon, maybe. I don't know.
Yes, please.
All right, your number 5 story of the week is August's Game for Gold and PS Plus games were announced from both companies. So this is what you can look forward to for next month. PlayStation 4, Just Cause 3. Did you play that, Lewis, at all?
I did not.
No? All right. I have a hard copy of it. Super fun. This is a AAA game that is well worth the download. PlayStation's been doing well these last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside that, you have Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. That was a spin-off DLC where you're a slave joining the Assassins. Pretty awesome. PS3, Snake Ball, and Super Motherload. For your Vita, Level 22, and Downwell. Downwell is cross-buy with the PS4. For Xbox One, Games of Gold, you're going to have Slime Rancher, which is making its debut on Xbox One as Games of Gold, so that's cool. It's been on early access or whatever on PlayStation or PC for a while now.
Slime Rancher.
And Trials Fusion. I definitely own some Trials game. That's just the Trials bike that...
Oh, I was thinking of Fusion Frenzy, and I got really excited.
Jump Duck.
Oh my god, Jump Duck,
that game was awesome.
Jump Duck.
For 360, you can look forward to Bayonetta and Red Faction Armageddon. Yep.
Cool lineup.
So that's the free shit that's coming out next month.
Yeah, just a heads up. Keep it in mind.
Newsworthy. At number 4, we have a game that we probably all played at some point.
Yeah.
Right?
I got the pet version.
There was a pet version?
Exactly what I expected to hear out of your mouth.
Wait, there's a pet version, or he got the pet version?
I think he's pets virgins. I think that's what he said.
Versions?
I'm not sure.
No, they definitely weren't. Made them make puppies.
All right, so The Sims 4 is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in November 17th.
Sweet. So
to
you
be
can
exact.
digitally kill people if you want.
You can digitally put people in pools, take the ladders out, put them in small rooms, starve them.
Leave the TV on.
Leave the TV on so it catches fire, remove the doors, burn them.
I was always trying to kill the Grim Reaper, and I never could.
Okay, I never actually tried to kill anybody, and they just kept dying.
Well, that's you're just a bad.
I don't know how you managed to do that.
I don't think
so this game's been out on PC for a few years now. With this game, you're going to get the base game plus some of the add-ons that have been added on over the years since it came out. For pre-ordering, you can get the Perfect Patio Stuff Pack.
Oh, boy.
That's a mouthful. And if you subscribe to EA Access, like we all do, you can play a week early, and the game's going to be 10% off.
Oh, nice.
Do you know how much the game's going to be?
I actually think it's either $40 or $50 before EA Access, the discount. So...
Cool.
So cheaper than normal, which is always cool. And I haven't played a Sims game in forever. It was definitely on like our old Mac at my parents' house way back when.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely Sims 1 or 2.
Yeah. I played that for the PlayStation. I
remember them being fun. So hopefully.
You do the cheats. You remember you had to like type in the command bar or whatever, and you just kept like spamming out. I forget. It was like there was a password you wrote. It was like give me money 444 or something, and you hit enter and it gave you like $10,000.
Yeah, I do remember.
And then you just had to keep typing it to get money and money and money and money and money. And
I never played it for the PC, but there were cheats for the PlayStation.
Yeah,
where you would build a wall, and then you'd put like cheap wallpaper on one side and expensive on the other, and you'd keep selling the cheap side, but it would register as the expensive side. So you'd be selling all the expensive stuff back and earning your money.
That's pretty funny.
Me and my cousin figured that out, and we wound up like making trillions of dollars and like having the pimped out house. And
trillions.
Yeah, we were trillionaires.
It'll be cool going like since the last time we would have played this game to like whatever Sims 4 looks like now. I just picture it being like so much more modern than whatever we were playing. Mm-hmm. Like that game that we originally played probably had like square TVs.
Oh yeah,
that's not going to be a thing anymore.
Wait, like square TVs in the sim world or like in our world?
Both. No, I'm just kidding. In the sim world.
In the sim world.
Yeah.
Or like their computers is like really old.
I think we were past CRT TVs.
Yeah. But no, I don't know if I'll go out of my way to purchase it.
Yeah, I don't know. You might wait for a discount. And if there's a discount, you'll still have EA Access discount on top of the discount.
I mean, maybe if it's like $29.99, $30, I might consider it.
I feel like it was more than that, but I'm not positive, so look out for that.
Even if it's 40 before the 10%, you're still looking at like $36 split for Sims 4.
I mean, if you really want it, I'll split it, but I'm not. Like I said, I don't think I'd go out of my way to buy it.
Might be able to get the girlfriend into that one.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Let me know.
I don't know. There's I've seen a couple of like YouTube channels and stuff actually get back into Sims 4 as well. Just having fun with something that they can do when they're not busy.
I like the old Sim City.
SimCity was sweet.
I was also horrible at SimCity.
What, your town always burned down?
There was always the natural disasters and shit, wasn't there? Like tornadoes and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, my people would just starve.
Or like just burn
or not have enough water.
Bad at managing people. I don't know how you live.
Yeah, I would not want to see his vault if he played for Fallout Shelter.
Everyone would just be dead.
Yep.
Yeah, nope. All right, your number 3 pick for our news this week is they're having a PlayerUnknown Battleground tournament. It's going to be 80 players in a 3-game series for 4 different game modes. They're going to play solo, duo, first-person duo, and squads, which I believe is 4 players. I think it's 4 or 5. Squads.
They have a squat tournament.
That's what I thought. I was like, they're doing
squat. Gonna be doing
squat thrusts.
Squat Lewis, thrusts. You were just doing bench presses.
I was doing it with the back of the neck, and you stand down. I just didn't feel like standing up, so I just did this motion as standing up.
That's probably a good idea. So yeah, they're gonna do solo duo, first person duo, and squad. We talked about last week how they're implementing a whole new server that's strictly first person.
Their hardcore server.
So and the prize pool at this moment is $350,000, which is pretty good for a beta game that is on the PC and nowhere else. But Bluehole, who's the developer, also said that they're going to start doing a little bit of DLC that money's going to go towards.
Is the DLC coming in the form of loot crates? Because I'd heard something about that, and people were getting pissed that there's going to be loot crates now.
Yeah, I did hear something about that.
But
so there already are loot crates, but they're like, I don't know what they're going to go to depth with.
It's for paying for keys to unlock certain loot crates now is going to be
so now all you do is like the coins you get as you play, like you can unlock just like what you can look like.
Right. I think it's all still going to be cosmetic stuff.
No, definitely. But it doesn't seem like... I mean, I'm not excited to open a loot crate right now and Player Unknown. I'm excited to play Player Unknown.
Just to play, yeah. I mean, that was like all these games. Like Overwatch, I was never like... Or Rocket League, any of those... I don't know. The cosmetic stuff is never really like... When I dig deep into cosmetic stuff, it's in like first... Or it's like single-player RPGs. Mm-hmm. Like Fallout or something like that, then I might worry about my appearance. But when I'm just like running around shooting people in a multiplayer game, I generally don't care.
Well, that's because you don't play Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is
maybe that would change my mind.
Extremely based on aesthetics, like all the gun skins and stuff you can get.
But I mean, that's a personality thing. I would assume that's only for people that care what they look like while playing games.
No, it's a money thing. So, like, the whole point of the game is to, like, get into this game with just, like, a bunch of other people and be like, yeah, look at this $400 skin I have. I'm really cool.
Yeah, but just sell it for $400 and don't be an asshole.
No,
because then you have $400 instead of a shiny blue and gold knife or something dumb.
That's not the point.
We have very varying opinions.
Well, I mean, and that's why you also don't play Counter-Strike at this point.
I do enjoy cosmetics on my character just because I like to have my person look a little bit different than everybody else. Just because, like in Destiny, it was fun to like make sure you like customize your character
with the different shaders. And
stuff.
Yeah.
I like the little customization. It kind of personalizes the character towards you, gears that character towards you, makes it more you. That's how I feel. Like, it's a representation of you in the game.
Yeah, there are definitely some games I don't care about it. I agree. Like, actually, in Destiny, I don't know. I didn't even really care about the look. I just made it look really, really funny. So I think for a really long time, I had like the brightest pink possible shader just because.
Yeah, I would always just pick like a dark black or a bright white.
Yeah.
It's like one or the other.
Yeah.
In Division, I always made sure my guns were spray painted and like.
See, like Division was one of the games where I did care about
because it was a third person.
Because I had to look at myself.
Yeah, and definitely in Destiny you would have to look at yourself when you were at the tower or any social gathering.
So I guess that's a big thing. Like in Overwatch, you never see yourself, so I could care less what I really looked like.
Exactly. Well, you see yourself twice.
Not when you're just
after you win or lose, if you win or lose.
But if my main gameplay isn't third person, then it's not a huge deal.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Like I play. Oh, I didn't even mention this in what I've been playing, but I picked up CSR2. It's a racing game on my.
Oh my god!
Phone.
Don't talk about mobile games.
Mobile gaming. All right, there you go.
I've put a bunch of time into that actually, but I made my Audi TTRS. I made it like pink and yellow camo.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then the game was like, "Hey, put this personal paint on to give you like a higher boost for this thing." And I was like, "Okay, buy camo." And I just made it like fluorescent blue, so it like reflects off the light. So it's a little bit better, but yeah, I guess it really does depend on games. Because like in Call of Duty, kids will spend like hours on that little clan picture
the
thing,
emblem maker,
and they'll make like you've got two options.
Shit.
You either make something really, really cool, like a Naruto character, or you make like a bunch of dicks.
Something offensive, yeah.
That says like, I don't know,
cock meat sandwiches.
I had sex with your mom or something. So I guess people do spend time on that, and like the Call of Duty games have gotten kind of towards that as well, that customization of character and making people look ridiculous and gun colors. And they even did like the dances at the end of the games in the one before this one, where like when you won and you were the top player, like you were able to like hit down on the D-pad and you did like you dabbed or something dumb. So those games that we're not really into as much, also a lot of people spend time on those aesthetics, but yeah, I guess
not for everybody.
No,
yeah.
Especially Player Unknown. I mean, you see your person, but you really don't care what you look like. You just want to kill everybody else.
Yeah, I could see like having like a ghillie suit or something would be advantageous.
Those get dropped,
but so like that'd be cool. I'd be into a ghillie suit
in the military crates
if you're sniping people.
Mm-hmm.
that definitely helps hide you a little bit.
I had a guy literally walk by me today.
Exactly.
Top 20. I didn't have a ghillie suit on. I was kneeling near a tree, and he just like walked right by me.
Was not very astute.
Nor aware of his surroundings.
Nope.
Yeah, astute to his surroundings. Smart to his surroundings. Yeah, so I guess that's my cue. Number 2, this one got me really excited. I don't know how to say that word.
What word? Devolver?
Yeah, there it is. I was going to say developer, but I know that wasn't right because there's no P in there. But Devolver Digital, new title, Absolver, will be launched on the 29th. I'm super pumped about this.
Of August.
What did I say?
Just on the 29th.
On the 29th of August, so that's next month. It's going to be relaunched with a limited physical copies. 3,250 to be precise for each system. And if you do pre-order it, you get a lot of cool things. You get a 52-page art book, bunch of stickers.
I wish it was a 52-page sticker book.
Yeah, that would be really cool. You get a bunch of stickers. You get a full wearable prospect mask and a display for the mask and the game.
What's a prospect mask?
Because in the game you are these people called prospects, which there's like 4 main types of fighting styles. So for people that don't know what this game is, it's kind of like a For Honor combined with an open world game. So you have like your own combat stance where you get like cards essentially that you can program into your fighting stance by hitting like down, left, right, up. Down, left, right, up. Yeah.
Yep. Those 4 directions.
On your D-pads. For some other reason, I thought I was leaving one out, but I don't know. Which would change your fighting stance. And with each fighting stance, you have different combinations of moves that you can do. And you kind of like wander around this world as a prospect and just like fight other people. I really don't know too much other than it looks like an awesome open world fighting game. And I really enjoyed those noises too, and I'm really looking forward to this. But you can also download them digitally. So as of right now, it's just on the PlayStation and the PC. Hopefully Xbox, because
it looks cool. Like the art style reminds me exactly of Fortnite.
Yeah, it's got a unique art style.
And
too.
then, like you said, the fighting just kind of seems like For Honor, but. Did you see weapons at all, or is it straight like martial arts?
It's mostly martial arts, but there are some forms of martial arts. Martial arts, but I had seen a sword and a staff. So hopefully,
are those maybe just finishers or something, or were they being used regularly?
They look like to be used regularly. I only saw them on certain people, so you might have to be a certain level.
Or I wonder if you start off with just fists and then eventually level up
to get and I'm assuming they probably have like a breaking point too,
or maybe it's
where they were down.
Yeah. But they're incorporating a bunch of different martial arts styles into it. Like I've even seen the Drunken Master. So if you ever wanted to be a drunken karate fighter,
that's everything I strive to be every day.
All right. Yeah. Who doesn't want to be a drunken master? Jackie Chan was one. Why can't I be one?
You can be anything you put your mind to, Lewis.
Yeah, I know. So I'm really excited about that. I know you guys don't seem as thrilled as me.
Well, I
haven't seen a lot on it, so I still need to look into it.
Us talking about it now is the first time I've heard of it, than when
I have mentioned
put it in there.
In the when we were talking about E3, I brought it up.
I must have.
You brought it up. I didn't look into it.
Yeah,
it's fine. But yeah, it's coming next month, the 29th.
I'll give it a try.
If you want an awesome,
do you know how much it's coming out for?
The
regular,
it's €69.99, which average for the if you pre-order it, so it winds up being like $99, I think, American, and you get U.S., not American, U.S. dollars.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but you looked at me when I said American.
Well, I'm just surprised that they're coming out with a game and the only version you can buy is $100 version.
Well, because they're doing they're only doing the 3,000 copies.
I think he's just asking what the digital copies.
Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna buy it for the prospect.
I'm assuming the digital copy is probably only going to be like $59.99.
Only a full price game price.
So I'm sorry, I'm trained to say only and stuff like that.
At the low price of the same price you pay for every other game.
Exactly. It's
actually we rarely buy games for $60.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And number one of
the number one story of the week.
Number one story of the week. Pokemon Go Fest sucked major donkey dick, I've heard.
He actually said it, yes.
I didn't think you were going to read that headline like that.
I'm Ron Burgundy. But yeah, I heard they had a bunch of issues with it. A lot of people couldn't log on to the servers.
Well, okay, so what did they do? What did they do? What was Pokemon Go Fest?
Pokemon Go Fest was all these people from around the world were supposed to be coming to Chicago because they were releasing a legendary Pokemon, 2 legendary Pokemon, and this was the only place that you can actually get this Pokemon. So a bunch of people flew all from around. You paid $25 to get into the festival, and you were going to get a legendary Pokemon, at least one, probably 2. But they were having so many tower issues and everything because there was just an overloaded amount of people there, just all trying to log in at once. The Niantic creator got booed when he came on the stage to say talk about the issues. They said they were gonna refund the $25 and give them $100 worth of Pokecoins, but nothing else.
How about their plane tickets?
The people that flew from around the world, I don't think they're going to do anything to them. There are talks of lawsuits, filing lawsuits and everything. But
I read something that said there were 20 to 30 people who all got together and went to this one lawyer and said, we flew there and literally got nothing.
Yeah, but that's your own choice to fly there, though. Yes, that's your own choice to fly there.
It is your own choice to fly there when you're promised something that's going to give you the satisfaction you're looking for. They went there, they spent the money, and Niantic didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
It wasn't their fault that they had way too many mobile issues.
No, the mobile issues was only part of the problem.
What was the rest of the problem?
Their servers were shit.
Okay, say if you fly to Disneyland and one of the rides are down, you're not going to sue them because one ride's down, are you?
I think you probably need to look into the fine print of this whole thing either way. Because it probably says that you assume liability of
flying
the servers and all that shit.
Yeah, like the game itself. And obviously
I would assume Niantic was smart enough to be like, hey, there is the off chance that this could go to shit, so we need to cover ourselves. So somewhere at the very bottom of this
festival,
it needs to be like, asterisk, we cannot promise servers will be functioning properly.
So I think it's kind of a lost cause trying to, sue them over this.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes for them, I guess.
But that's how I looked at it. You can't sue Disney World because one ride's down because you went there just for that ride.
But
that's not. But you don't go to Disney World to go to one.
Yeah, but you still have the opportunity to go to the rest of Disney World. It's just a bad.
Well, you still had the opportunity to walk around Chicago and explore Chicago.
Yeah, but that's not what you flew there for. That's not what people from Japan and Korea, China, Sweden, France.
True. I will give you that.
They didn't hop on planes to pay $25, stand in line for 3 hours, then not be able to get their legendary Pokemon. They wanted those legendary Pokemon, and they were promised legendary Pokemon when they got into the fest.
What's just weird is that if you've ever been to a concert or somewhere where there's going to be a ton of mobile data going in and out, people trying to send pictures, people trying to send Snapchats or whatever, and a lot of times you'll see that they're not going to send for whatever reason. It's not for whatever reason. The reason it's happening is because there's so many people trying to send out data at the same time, trying to take in data, that a lot of times your picture might not send for a few hours. So I would assume, I don't know if they were solely working off of mobile connections or if they had
Wi-Fi.
If they had Wi-Fi, which still wasn't going to cover everyone.
When you guys went to PAX,
at certain times, if you were trying to send out like pictures, something that was maybe a little more data intensive, there would be an issue. If you're just sending like a text or something, I think they probably went out fine. But it's like this kind of stuff happens all the time, so they probably should have been prepared for it. Like, they knew how many tickets they sold. They knew how many people were going to be there. It just sounds like they were unprepared, and now they also really don't know how to atone for
being
the shit they fucked up.
Yeah.
So it sounded like a great idea, but really it ended up being a disaster.
Yep.
So the number one news spot isn't always about good news. Sometimes it's just the biggest news.
Yep. Well, that is going to do it for your Let's Talk Games top 6 news stories of the week. Let us know what you think. You can get in touch with us. We'll talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. Tell us if you think that's wrong, if you really think that PUBG tournament should be number 1, because that's what I thought.
Or Absolver. I mean, Absolver made it pretty good, so I'm happy with that, number 2.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Lewis did get the top 2. I think again.
No, I don't think I had top 2 last month. I had number more. 4, I think, last week.
You had 4 and 2, even though 2 was supposed to be 1.
Whoop-de-doo.
But, all right, let's go around the table. Where can we find you? What will you be playing this upcoming week?
Dak.
Lou. No, I choose Lou.
Damn it. I choose Lou. I'll probably be playing some more Fortnite, some Splatoon 2. I'm going to try to do some For Honor because they've been talking about servers, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But I'm still going to give it a shot. And I want to get back into The Last of Us. That's what I'm aiming for.
And we can find you at Waterloo.
You can find me at Waterloo.
Or Waterloo on PlayStation.
Or Waterloo at PlayStation. You can also find me at my house if you know where I live.
Don't do that.
Don't find him at his house.
Bad idea.
Or at work.
Risky the Kid everywhere. I don't know what I'm going to be playing this week. Fortnite, probably.
Definitely.
Nothing really else is coming out, so maybe I'll chip away. Well, that's a given.
You can always grab my Switch and bring it to work and
sit at my desk.
Work.
In quotation marks. I like it.
I'll
be playing games. That's about it. How about you, Ben?
You can find me at OMG at Chopra everywhere, and probably about the same as well. Probably a lot more Fortnite. I gotta continually play because you guys are continually getting higher than me, and I always have to be the best at everything. And I hate you guys. I'm gonna try and find one other game on Xbox that I haven't played and play a little bit of it this week, just to not be so boring all the time, because I play all the same stuff all the time.
Broaden those horizons.
And if you do want to get in touch with us, you can email us at askletstalkgames@gmail.com. Like I said, we'll answer anything you guys send us because we'd love to hear from you. But that is going to do it for us tonight at Let's Talk Games. On behalf of everyone here, I'd like to thank you for joining us. We had a great time, and I think you had a great time too. Pretty sure. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. So until next time, we'll catch you later.
Later.
Bye.